Hello. I hope this is working. The audio quality is probably horrible because it is very echoey in here. you can probably see I'm still in my bedroom. Apparently sponsored by Coca-Cola. I'm still in my bedroom, but I'm not. I'm here. I'm using my old room as an office at the moment. Because we have internet here, which is why I'm able to do this stream, and why if you're on the Discord, if you've followed the community tab or anything, you've probably seen a load of updates where suddenly like 50 things have come out because I've been working on them for ages and I can finally announce them. Hello Nana, hello Carrie, welcome to the stream. A few things I want to address firstly before we get started. Yes, this is out of normal streaming hours. The reason why... Hello, Amise. Welcome to the stream. The reason why is just because I don't know exactly when I'm here. I usually stream, if you don't know, Mondays and Thursdays. 3 p.m. on a Monday and GMT, and about 8 p.m. on a Thursday. And Thursdays, at the moment, anyway, if I do come in, because this is like... It's not like a town. It's the nearest town still to where I live, but I need to be driven in. So if I come in, I'm only going to be here until about 6, so it's a bit near. And Monday, I was hoping to stream yesterday, but I had my uncle's funeral, and that was like bang on 2 o'clock, so I wouldn't have been able to come in and do it then. Happy with everything in the new house? I am, Nana. There are some problems. There are definitely some problems. A lot of like kinks that need to be fixed, but it's going well. The biggest problem is that we don't have internet, which is why I'm coming here. But I thought, seeing as I have the opportunity. I'm having a 12-hour day today. I was dropped off here at 6:30 this morning, and I'm being picked up at 6:30 this evening. So I've got a long time, and I just thought, if I'm here, I might as well stream. Hello, Heather. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so that's what's going on basically. If you're in the Discord, if you're not, by the way, you should join the Discord. There should be a link in the description. It's the thing about my other stuff. It's on that link there. Get in touch with the community. It's a lovely place. But yeah, you might have noticed I announced the audiobook for my book Identity Crisis today. That came out like 5-6 days ago, and I've only just had access to my computer to be able to announce it properly. And I've just released a new music video as well for my song, You Know I'm Sitting Here, which I actually shot and recorded, yeah, same thing. Shot and edited and uploaded today since I've been here, so... That's fun, because I've wanted to do that for a while. Such a productive day, and I wanted to squeeze a stream in. So I don't know how long the stream's going to be, and I'm very sorry about the echoing as well, because, you know, suddenly the room being empty, the sound quality changes a lot. But it's one of those... I wanted to grasp the opportunity while I knew that I had it, if that makes sense. I didn't want to risk leaving it and then not being able to, and it being like a month without streaming. And I'm wearing my coat because I'm bloody cold here. We've had to switch the water off, which unfortunately means I can't flush the toilet, which is it's very unfortunate. I'm going to leave it at that. It's very unfortunate, but we've also had to switch the gas off, so I've got no central heating. The only thing here is the electric with the internet and everything. So I'm basically in a cave. I'm living in a cave. I have some books that are weighing down the shelf that my microphone's connected to. I have my computer, and I have stuff over there that I'm selling on eBay. Those are my possessions here at the moment. That is my livelihood. That's it. I've got nothing else. Nothing else to my name. Not a penny. I have this much left of Coca-Cola, which is supposed to help soothe my voice if I start dying. That's it. So... Anyway, let's go. I've rambled for like 6 minutes. I'm going to get into actually playing Minecraft because, my god, I need a break. It's updating. Brilliant. It's so strange, honestly, being here doing this because it feels like I've come to an office. This is the house that I lived in for 7 years, and it feels like a completely different place the moment you take furniture out. You probably expect that. And you'd be an idiot not to expect that. But it's strange just how different it feels. But I've been really productive since I came here. I've done, I think, 4 audios today, university work, a whole music video. I've edited some music. I've done small jobs like announcements. I'm doing the stream now. I've even got a walk-in. I'm only like 6 hours into my day. I'm happy. I'm really happy. I'm hoping the internet isn't going to cut out or anything, because I'm expecting, now that I've sort of done the stuff I need to do, I'm almost expecting something to go wrong. So hopefully the stream is smooth sailing. And the game, I think, is just loading up now, so if we pop over. Is it? Is it? It is. There we are. I don't know if there's been a big update or if it just updated the launcher. Why are you always in my house? Can you get out of my house, Stonemason, please? I think it's only been about 2 weeks since I streamed, but this feels like it's been months. Because I've lived a completely different life this last little bit. Sorting stuff out in the new house, all these little jobs, moving things in. Oh yeah, we were working on this wheat farm, weren't we? Yeah, I remember now. Oh, this is going to be good. I should actually get to planting some of this wheat as well, because there's so much that needs to be done. And I know we're not going to have enough seeds. Nowhere near enough seeds. Okay, never mind. We might have enough seeds. Or maybe we won't, actually. I don't know. It's a massive field. I don't think 14 stacks or however many that was will cover it. How is everybody? Is everyone alright? I can hear, every time I speak I hear this echo and it's so strange. I'm not used to that. I'm hoping the audios that I've had to record aren't any worse quality. They probably are slightly worse, just because obviously there's an echo in the background, but I'm trying to compensate for it. I'm just hoping the audio settings are coming in clutch, essentially. I don't know how long this stream's going to be. I'd like to stream for ages to make up for the fact it's been like 2 weeks, but at the same time it's a bit like... I've got this echoey room, I've got this opportunity to work that I don't have very often. I don't know, we'll see. You've had a good start to the day? I'm glad you have, Carrie. That's really good. Okay, we might be alright with seeds, at least for a bit. Ask you in an hour and you'll tell you how your day's going. Okay, Heather. Fingers crossed everything's okay. As we work here, this wheat will grow, which is obviously going to help a lot with the stuff. I don't want to farm it. I want this just to be a purely aesthetic field. But when you mine one piece of wheat, I'm pretty sure you can get up to 3 seeds back, so we're probably going to have to keep mining it and replanting it until we have enough. Mining it? Farming it. You don't mine a crop. I think that was like 3 stacks. That's not a bad amount, to be fair. And it was more than that. It was maybe 4 stacks. Hello, Olivian. Welcome to the stream. This is an impromptu stream. I can tell from your confused message that you're wondering why I'm streaming. I wanted to take the opportunity while I'm spending some time at the old house with the internet. Okay, we can cover everything we've already tilled. And I remember, I think Vonya said in the last stream, water covers up to 4 blocks away. So I need to keep that in mind going on to till the rest of this land. How are you, Olivian, anyway? You alright? The new music video, by the way, I should mention, I've got a link to that in the description. So if you are interested and going to check that out, then it's right there for you. You're good? You're playing some Stardew Valley? That's cool. I've never played Stardew Valley. I've been meaning to play it for ages. Is it good? Okay, actually, that estimation was pretty good on these wheat seeds. It was alright. Definitely good. Good. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go about there with some of the water. Actually, let's mine this out first. Because this is very steep, we obviously can't have any water going there. So I'm going to try to keep it... Oh no, I can't do it there either, can I? Because the fences are going to look horrible if it's like that. I'm going to have to try to keep this as close as I can without it being too bad. But I don't want it to be too crowded. I think a lot of these fences are probably in the wrong place. Yeah, one can go there. And one can go there. One should definitely go on this bit, where it's opened up a little bit. I've got one going that bit, so one should go here. And the other, I don't know why I'm German suddenly, but I am. The other one should go here. I think that just about covers that level. And if we fill that all in with water, we'll see. I don't know exactly what I'm planning on doing this stream. I might maybe carry on with this, but I'd like to probably do more than just a load of farming. Because I'm sure that will get pretty boring pretty quickly. I've got such a strange energy. Because I woke up at like 5:30 in the morning, ready to leave the new house to come here at like 6:30. And I basically haven't stopped working since I got here. I think, well, I suppose the walk was a chance to stop working, but even then I was getting some exercise and getting some fresh air so I could sort of recharge a little bit. And still thinking a lot about work, so I'm in like a very productive mindset. And the fact I've finished off projects as well, like being able to announce Identity Crisis, means I've sort of put a bow on that project. And starting and finishing a new music video as well. It's very like, it's quite cathartic. But it makes me feel almost like I should just be working. And I know streaming is technically working, but I'm also sitting here and playing a game. So I'm probably going to have this very like energetic sort of a persona today, which I hope you're in the mood for, and it's not just going to annoy you. Alright, last one. I should probably move this infinite water source a bit further down to save on the journey time. I'm not sure how far along this water's going to cover. I don't know if that's actually going to be covered there, if I put the lamp in that position. I'm hoping it will be. but we'll see. I'm trying to look at it a little bit like we'll finish a layer at a time. Can't really do this layer though because it carries on, so... Right, and if we just draw a line here, I doubt a lot of that's going to be hydrated. But if it is, then... Well, if some of it is, anyway, and we find out where that line is. Oh, yeah, of course, it can't travel upwards, can it? I forgot about that. Okay, I'm going to have to change this one. I have to keep that. I have to change you to another water source. Because I forgot the hydration can go down, but it can't go up. So that should cover here now. And I'll need another one probably here. I think that covers it. And then we'll go run off to sleep. You see what I mean about the strange energy? Like I'm pretending to be a trumpet. That's the level that we are at the moment. Or that I am at the moment. Maybe you're all just as crazy as I am, I don't know. Something's attracted you to the channel. It's every time I look up and I see the webcam, it confuses me because there's no TV there. There was always a TV right behind me, now there isn't. Can you get out of my bed, please? Thank you very much. It is strange. In a way, it almost feels natural because I'm in a familiar room. But the room's obviously different, so... Right. Back to me job as a farmer. Have to be very careful doing this, especially towards night, because I think down here and within this field are the only places that can actually spawn enemies at the moment. Like within this vicinity. Oh, come on, really? He's got an enchanted bow as I ran out of arrows, that's perfect. But yeah, obviously that means that they're all going to spawn in here, which won't be fun. Right, I think this is probably going to have to be this one. So has anybody had anything interesting happen in the time since I was last streamed? Because I haven't been very active on the Discord either. I've tried to read over everything, but I've probably skimmed a lot of messages and missed important details. You, your little brother and dad have started a Minecraft world together. You've already claimed a whole massive island as mine. Have you taken inspiration from this, Olivian? It is really fun having like a whole island and being able to say, well, right, this is my territory. Right, I think this is covered, seeing as this whole area around it is, so I assume that must be. Well, actually, if this one is, then yeah, that must be. So I think we can have another one. Probably there. Another one there. Another one there. Another one there. And another one maybe there? You just wanted to live away from them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Are they the type to start griefing your builds? Because I can imagine that. I don't have any biological brothers. I only have 2 brothers-in-law. But I feel like biological brothers, that's the type of thing you end up doing. I would probably end up doing that with my sister, so yeah, I could see it happening. Right, where are these bits? Oh, I think actually we'll stick another one here as well. This is already growing really quickly, which is nice. So maybe if we get a couple of wheat villages or something and we're really desperate for emeralds, we could use this to farm. You have an older and younger brother. Oh yeah, you're the middle child, aren't you? So I wouldn't be surprised if you're constantly being, like, harassed. You know, actually, I think we did the most complicated bit, because this is also steep, and then over here it's quite flat. So I think we sorted out the most complicated bit in the last stream. We might finish this field today. We actually might. Because this bit obviously rounds off as well. So this is also the widest section. It'd be good if we can finish it. I'd like to sort of finish off this island and not be in the middle of a project. Because if it is a while since I get to until I get to stream next, it'd be nice to not come back in the middle of a job. You're definitely the weird one. I know you're the weird one. I know you are very strange. That's not news to me, Olivian. Right, I'm drawing this straight line. It's not going to end up... Like, not all of that is going to be hydrated. I know that already. I don't know where to put the next... Actually, I'll stick the next one here. You think weird is a requirement here? It probably is, Carrie. I think you're right. I think weird definitely is like a part of the job description. Look at that, some of the first wheat pieces. That's so quick. I suppose it has been like 15 minutes, but even so. You agree, Heather? Yeah, I think you're both definitely right. Weird is needed. Okay, definitely don't need this one. I think there should be another probably about here. Obviously it spreads 4 blocks in either direction, so there can be an 8-block gap between mortar sources. But it's like the diagonals and everything as well that I'm a bit worried about. And I want to make sure that it's lit up properly down here. So I'm not going to skimp out on the water source blocks. And I think I actually will put one underneath this old applied one. You applied for some more jobs, you did have an interview but you didn't get it? Oh, I'm sorry, Olivian. I'm sure you'll find something. If you have trouble though, it could just be down to a lack of experience. So if you have something like... But I think the best strategy, at least in the UK, where these exist anyway, is to volunteer in a charity shop. Because even if it's for maybe an hour a week or something, like barely any time at all, you get a little bit of experience and you can put it on the CV. And they're not going to know, the employers, they're not going to know that it's 1 hour a week. It could be an hour a week or it could be 20 hours a week for all they know. But they just see that you've been somewhere, that you've been trusted with something, and that's that. I think a lot of volunteer work helps. Even if it's a one-off thing, you can just say you've done something then. You had a car crash and spent a week in hospital? Oh my god, are you okay? I do remember, I think it was in a comment you mentioned you were in hospital. I didn't realise it was a car crash. How badly have you been hurt, Amise? I'm saying your name, right? Amise? Amaze? I don't know. I hope I'm saying it right. I think this has to stretch out there. You volunteered for Lifeline at the Bookfest event. You're applying for jobs that don't need experience. Yeah, some of the ones that don't need experience, they still look for it. A lot of places... It's like when was it, like 2 years ago or something? Actually, yeah, at this point, about 2 years ago, when I just left high school. Well, I say high school, it was year 13, so it was... It was like optional education. I can't remember the name for it for some reason. Additional education. Basically college here. So the last 2 years of high school in America isn't mandatory here. But I just finished that and I sent some job applications off. Got nothing. No interviews or anything. Started volunteering in a charity shop for a bit of experience. Worked my way up to be the assistant manager there. Because the assistant manager and the manager both left. So I managed to take over assistant manager role. And then when I left there and went for the job in the supermarket where I worked for 2 months, just before my uni course continued, I sat down and within about 5 minutes they were like, yeah, you'd be a good fit. And I think that was purely, they just looked at the experience that I had there instead of the questions that I answered necessarily. I mean, they could tell I knew what I was talking about because I had that physical experience, but I think they were impressed seeing that I'd been employed before, so... Amis is German for ant. So your name is Ant. That's interesting. I can't promise actually not to call you Ant. I might call you Ant. I can't promise anything. But I hope you get better soon. Ant. Sorry, I had to. Right, I'm trying to remember. I think we can buy a hoe for an emerald. Just 1 emerald. They're really cheap around these parts. Where's the toolsmith? Are you the toolsmith? You are the toolsmith. Never mind, it's 3. It was 1 at one point in time. It is not anymore. Fletcher, come back. Wherever the hell you've gone. Okay, you're in there. Give me more of the green. Thank you. And the toolsmith, I think, is here? Yeah. There we are. New hoe. Perfect. Now let's run off to sleep. Let's hope experience is the key to a job. I'm pretty sure it is. I mean, sometimes you have people who, like, know someone on the inside and then they get a good recommendation. I think part of the reason why I was able to even get an interview for that assistant manager role in the first place, I mean, obviously I'd been there for about a year at that point, volunteering, so they knew that I had experience, I understood the shop. But the manager there at the time, because it was the assistant manager role that opened up first, so the manager put my name forward and recommended me. So that can help as well, if you know somebody who works at the same place. But that's not always enough. Which is a shame, because it would be so easy if it was. I can call you Ant as most people do? Okay. Good to know, Amies. Or Ant. Right. Actually, a lot of this is hydrated. That's really good. I thought I was going to have to come back through and do a load of cleanup, but most of it reaches. I think here is the only part that doesn't. So if I stick... Actually, I'll put it here. Because I know that should definitely reach these corner bits. And I'll put another one there. Bump. It's 2 PM. I was considering today doing the stream at like 2:30 to 3, which is when I usually stream on a Monday. But I'd literally just finished the music video and I was like, I'm just going to stream now before I get into a different job. Into a different task, I should say. I'm glad I've decided to do this though. It's nice coming back. And I think, Amise, is this your first stream? I feel like it is. I don't know, but I feel like it might be. Unless you've popped in maybe once, very briefly. But I'm glad I got to do this. It's nice to sit and unwind with you. Even though I know so many people can't be here because it's so last minute. It is your first, I thought so. Well, welcome to the streams anyway. You get a lot of me rambling and being an idiot, but I'm sure you'll get used to it. I'm sure you're probably used to it already, actually, just watching the channel. So... Alright, where can some of these go? I think if I stick another one there... Maybe another one there... There... And I'll put one up here. That should cover it, I think. You've missed my face since I've been gone? I don't assume all of you have, Heather. I think... Actually, I don't know. I was going to say maybe KK hasn't missed my face so much, but then again, she has posted pictures of me when I was young on the Discord, so I don't know. It may be. Probably more along the front of trying to bully me, but even so. It's really weird, but sitting here, even though all of you just come through as like a chat message and a name, I mean, to be fair, a lot of you have some sort of face in your profile picture, so it's almost like I'm getting face-to-face contact, which I'm pretty sure is a requirement to not go insane. But yeah, for some, there's a great sense of community when I stream, and just seeing you all here, it's really nice. Even if it's like three of you or something for a 2-hour period. There's something about it that's just really, really nice. I hope you all get the same sort of feeling as a part of the community. Talking to each other and... I don't know, just making friends and finding things in common with other people. I'm basically just defining what a community is at this point. I'm struggling for things to say. You'd think after so long of being away, I'd have like a load of stories, but all the stories are related to the move, because that's all I've done. So they're not all that interesting. I'm getting all sappy. I suppose I am, Heather. I suppose I am. I suppose I should explain a little bit about the move, shouldn't I? Because I don't think I've gone into detail about it. Basically, what it is, my dad owns this house, which is why I'm still able to come back to it. And he owned another house, which he lived in separately. So my mother and I were here, and he was in the other house. Not because they were separated, but they just lived separately. So for a while, we've been thinking about moving in together, but Dad likes to live separately because of work, because he starts early, like very early, like... Well, he gets up at 6, leaves for 6:30, which is why I was here so early today. And can you not eat the grass while I... Thank you. He starts really early and finishes quite late. They're really long days, so he didn't want to basically put a strain on relationships or anything like that by being grumpy after long days. But we've found a nice... I didn't want to do that. We found a nice house, quite a big house, that's actually 2. It's like one main house and then an annex on the side. So they can still live separately while also living together, if that makes sense. And then we can have a holiday let, hopefully, in the future. That's the idea. So when Dad retires, we'll rent the annex out, or we'll have a holiday let. So it's quite a big house, which obviously means there's quite a lot of work to do. And because we've merged 2 houses in one, it meant a really, really long move, which is why... Because even though we moved out of this house on the Saturday, I had to basically stop working on the Wednesday because we needed to prepare to move Dad's out because people were moving directly in, so that had to be done first. And that was difficult because it was a big house anyway. I'm trying to figure out how much detail I should go into because I don't. I mean, it should be okay. They're not gonna see it. The mother of the person who bought it rushed us out of the house. Basically, there were a load of complications towards the end of the purchase because they were making a huge fuss about issues that have suddenly come into the limelight. Apparently, the survey that they had showed all these issues, and they only thought to mention them literally like a week. I think it was genuinely 7 or 8 days before the contracts were exchanged, which put an immense amount of pressure on us. And then on the last moving day, we were maybe about an hour and 15 minutes later to actually finish moving everything out. We got everything into the garage, and that was the last bit to do. And they turned up early and got all snotty and not like threatening or anything, but very, very pushy. It was like, oh, well, you know, the contract's been exchanged. We own the house now. Why are you still here? Tutting and everything and putting loads of pressure on. Meanwhile, at the exact same time, we were doing all this ourselves, moving 2 houses. They hired like 8 removal men, so they didn't have any work to do. They could literally just sit back and let everybody else do the work. But they were all tutting and acting as if it was the end of the world that they were an hour late. And the people moving out of the house we were moving into were still moving at like 7 p.m. Because, again, big house, and they were doing it themselves, and you can't be expected to just finish that quickly. It's never that straightforward, but... So basically, we were all struggling, and then they were the ones putting pressure on the entire time, and they didn't really have any stress. So that kind of soured it a little bit, but after we finished Dad's house, and then we moved this one over, it's eased up. It's just been a long list of jobs, and the way that it's happened, things were so disorganized. We've basically moved house twice because we had to move things into the annex, which was empty, and then move the things from the annex into the main house, and then bring things from here to the annex. It's just been a really complicated mess, basically, which has been very tiring and added a lot of extra stress. Hello, Lau, welcome to the stream. So I was hoping to maybe get back a bit sooner, but that's why it's taken so long. Among other things as well, like the Wi-Fi taking a while. We've been, I think we've been told anyway, the 28th of April, but maybe the 30th at the absolute latest. So we have quite a while to wait until we get internet. Which is why I'm here doing work now. Because I didn't want to end up going for so long and not having any audios out or anything. But that's basically been the moving process. It's been very annoying. Well, it's not very annoying, just stressful. It was like 3 days, like 3 10, 11-hour days basically of just lifting. So I'm ripped now. I'm beyond ripped. Like I'm just a muscle. That's all I am at this point. I'm just a muscle. So that's what's been going on essentially. That's literally it. I've been doing small jobs, like yesterday, in the morning before the funeral. That's another thing, I suppose, that my uncle's funeral. But I was cutting up plywood with a steak knife, which took fucking forever because it's a steak knife and it's wood. But I was doing that so I could get backing on some DVD shelves that I've had for quite a while that just didn't have backing on them. So it's been loads of small random jobs like that. Moving house takes it out of you. You could only put your bed together the day you moved house. Yeah, we were really lucky to still have this. Because on the Thursday, we also got an extra day basically. For some reason they dropped the moving van off a day early. And we were given the keys to the annex that we could put things in on the Thursday. Because it was supposed to all happen on the Friday. We were supposed to move out in the morning so they could move in. While the new the people in the house that we've bought were supposed to move out in the morning, then basically everyone moved out in the morning, and then everyone moved in the afternoon. That was what was supposed to happen. Obviously didn't happen like that, because in what world would it happen like that? But yeah, we were just really lucky to still have here, because it took 2 days to do Dad's house, and we had somewhere to actually come home to and sit down and have, but not like a meal, you know, after such a long day. It was like take-out pizza. But, you know, we could actually sit down, not amongst, well, too much clutter. We had things packed here, but it wasn't that bad. But that's all that made it bearable, basically. So in a sense, we were lucky, but we also had more work to do, so maybe not as lucky as we could have been. Still, it's for the long game. Like, if we can have an Airbnb in the future, then that's like immediately we can run a business from home. And it's such a nice area, I don't doubt that there'd be a lack of attention there, so it's things like that that make it very worth it. But also very time consuming. I was debating as well, because the garden is an absolute nightmare. It's so overgrown. I was debating filming it, because I'm probably going to be doing most of the work. So I was debating filming it and documenting it, but then I thought, you know what, if I try to do that, it's going to take so long. I might do a couple of videos on the main channel or something where I just show, like, look, this is what it was, you know, this is sort of what I've done, this is roughly how long it's taken, but I don't know. So if you're not subscribed to the main channel, go have a look over there, because you might see something come up where you probably get to see the house properly at some point. But I don't know how long. How do I play? What do you mean, Lau? How do I play Minecraft? I'm on the computer at the moment. I'm at the old house where there's internet. So I can get work done, basically. So I'm here for the day. And I just thought I'd stream while I'm here, because it's been a while. Right, that's not going to be covered, is it? I think we'll need another one. Maybe here? I don't know. All of that's covered though, that's good. So on my computer as usual. Yeah, why did I do that? I purposely left all my streaming stuff and all my recording stuff here. So I've moved like the instruments over to the new house. And the games consoles, unfortunately. So I was thinking, do I leave them so we can maybe play Watch Dogs or something on stream? But then I thought it's so infrequent that we do, and it's better just to move them now. But I've left all the really important work stuff here so I can carry on. Which... actually, I don't think that reaches. I think that should probably go there. Yeah, that should reach. I think that was probably the best call, because I've been so productive today, honestly. How are you anyway, Lau? You alright? Right, I think we need another water source, maybe here? We're getting quite close to finishing off this side now, which is nice. And I assume by the time we've done that, all this wheat will have grown, so we can harvest the seeds and then expand that. You're doing alright, just very tired from yesterday? I'm glad you're okay. You've missed the streams as well? I've missed doing them, I've really missed doing them. I don't think, anyway, I can't say for certain, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream consistently for a little bit. But when I'm here, because every time I'm here it's going to be for something like 12 hours at a time, I'll try to get a stream in. So this week, it's entirely possible, again I can't make a promise, but it's entirely possible I'll be here again tomorrow and maybe Thursday, so we might get more streams than usual. I don't want to say that's definitely going to happen, because even if I am here, I might decide, actually I'm better off getting further ahead with uni work or with, is that alright? I think that's alright. Yeah, with audios or something, but we'll see. After the 24th, they cut the Wi-Fi? No, it's a separate thing. I was explaining, this is the house where I lived with my mother, and now I've moved in with my mother, with my father. So we've moved his internet. So his internet is the one that'll be supplying the main house. And this is a separate one. So if there's a delay for whatever reason with getting the new one up, we can leave this one running as long as possible so I can keep working. Because obviously they need to come and check emails and things like that to make sure that, especially with the move, if they get anything important, because you know how companies are really stupid and like they know you've just moved house and then they send everything by email even though you don't have internet. It's things like that, so we can still check stuff. So it's important to keep this running. And I'm trying to make the most of it while it's here. So, I don't know. I was trying to figure out earlier today if I will be back tomorrow. I would quite like to be. But in the same sense, if I'm doing a 12-hour day today, it's going to be quite a lot to do another one straight after. We'll see, though. I really should move this water source down, shouldn't I? But I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to leave it up here for now. It's great to see me back. Thank you, Lau. It's great to be back, honestly. It really is. It's already been 50 minutes. Like, the time is flying by. Like I said, I don't know how long I'm going to actually stream today. I might give it until 3 PM, so that's another 40 minutes from now, but I might go longer as well. It's just I've only done 4 audio so far today, and only one of them, because I had to come in, I absolutely had to come in today because I didn't have any audios prepared for tomorrow. So this morning I did the one for tomorrow morning, but I still need tomorrow night, Thursday night, and Friday night, so I've got at least 3 more to record. And I don't fancy leaving it until the very last minute before I need to leave, just because I'll get really stressed. So I might leave relatively soon. Time is going too fast, it needs to slow down. It does, it really does. I've been here now for, what is it? Basically it's 2:30, I got here about 6:30. So I've been here for just about 8 hours. I've done a shift. I've done like a normal working shift. It does not feel like that. I know I'm doing my own work and that makes it a lot easier, especially stuff that I like doing. It's not like I've spent 8 hours stacking a grocery store or something. But even so, it does not feel like I've been here for 8 hours. It's quite scary. It's very scary, actually. I think I don't need that one there, but I will need one about here. And I don't know how far out that's going to stretch. How do I feel? I feel fine. It's probably down to the fact that it's been just so long since I've done any creative work. I was literally, last night, you'd think I would be dreading getting up so early after so many long, like, labour-intensive days, but I was so excited, because I knew I'd record a music video. And I've been planning that music video for quite a bit. I've known exactly what I wanted to do for it since I started, well, since I released You Know I'm Sitting Here. But I also knew that I wanted to leave it until the move because it would be the perfect time for it. So I was really excited to get going today, and I think that excitement has kept me going. I might, maybe if I do come back tomorrow, I might get used to the feeling of working again, and I might be less productive, but we'll have to see. You saw the music video? Did you like it, Lau? It's a very simple music video, and I wanted it to be very, like, slightly silly. If you haven't seen it, I did a little dance segment because I thought it was funny, and I didn't know what else I could put there. It was literally, it's just a single static shot. It's a very simple music video, but I wanted to get it done. Like always, of course. Good. Good. I'm glad you liked it. I found something interesting as well. What was part of what was spurring me to do it. On YouTube, you might know if you listen to a lot of music on YouTube, but artist pages have that little artist, like the music note next to the name. And I've found out that the way you get that is by having three... Is this... I could probably move. Is by having 3 publicly available music videos. So, what I've figured out is, if I do that, that's my 3rd music video. And I might not quite fit the criteria, because I don't release my music onto YouTube through my distributor. I upload it directly. So that might prevent me from getting the artist tick. But I can at least apply for the verification now that I have a 3rd music video out. So I also wanted to do that, because the album is very, very close to being done. Like, there are a couple of finishing touches I need to make on a few songs, and then it's looking into getting CDs done on demand and a lot of promotion work. So I wanted to maybe become a verified artist or something just before the album comes out. I think that would help. So I'm fulfilling quite a few jobs, but it's been a while since I released a music video. The last one was Pumpkin, and I can't remember when that was, but I think it was something like November? Maybe earlier? I don't know. You thought you missed the stream because you closed your notification. Oh, I'm glad you can make it, Lau. But it would have been available to watch afterwards anyway as a video if you had missed it. You like the Pumpkin video? I really like the Pumpkin video. The only thing I don't like about it is that it took me about 3 weeks to do. Not because all the shots were really complicated, but just because I needed, and I was waiting for specific instances. I wanted a starry night. I wanted a shot of like the starry night sky at one point, and it just couldn't get it. Every single night it was cloudy, you couldn't see the stars, it was completely hopeless. And I was basically holding out hope for that, and it never happened. So I had to come up with an alternative. But yeah, that music video did take 3 weeks to sort out. And I don't want to keep doing music videos that take that long. I obviously like putting in a lot of effort and having a lovely finished product, but I can't do that with every music video. I'm only 3 in, and I want to do maybe 10 for the album. So I've got like another 7 that I'd like to do. Not all before the album comes out, but like maybe a bit before and around and after the time. But if I'm gonna start getting music videos out and I'm doing all of the work, I need to kick it into 3rd gear. Not even 3rd gear. I need to kick it into like 27th gear. Which is why, you know, I'm sitting here is very simple. You can't miss one? You can't miss a stream now? You can physically miss a stream. I mean, if you have to be at work or something, or you lose your internet connection, it's okay to miss a stream. I'm not going to hold you, like, to ransom. I'm not going to say, like, you missed the stream and now you owe me this, or you will never eat tortilla chips again. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'd do it to Carrie and to Heather, but I wouldn't do it to you, Lau, don't worry. Actually, no, I can't do it to Carrie, because Carrie made a very generous donation a while ago. I'll do it to Heather. I won't do it to you, Lau. Right. Let's see. I'm leaving... I know this layer's on this side, but I just want to finish off this bit. Carrie's thankful that I spared her. Heather is not, seeing as I did not spare her. It's just the way it goes, Heather. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. How? Oh, it's hydrated. Oh, that's bad, actually. The rain's hydrating the crop, so I won't actually be able to see what's covered and what isn't covered. That's a bit annoying. Oh, some of over here isn't even covered. Why aren't you... Are you not close enough? Surely you're close enough, right? Or maybe you're not. Damn. Or maybe you are, I don't know. I'll try it. And if it disappears in a bit, then we know it's not worked, but... Actually, that lot probably isn't. I think we'll need something there. I'm just joking? Maybe. Who knows? It's possible. Right, let's the hoe's nearly broken again, actually. Let's go until the hoe breaks. And then plant more of the seeds. I love how it's all basically in like 2 stages. It's either done or it's like the bit right before done. Actually, no, let's sort up here out. That won't be covered at the very end, I know that. This bit should be alright, I guess, maybe. I think we'll need another one here. We've got one there, so that should be fine. I'll put another one here. Another one here. Another one over here. 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 And I'll put one there as well. Then there. There. There, instead of under this fence post. There. And I think it has to go there. And I'll change these from being on stone to being on dirt. Because I know it's going to be hidden under trapdoors and everything, but it's still nicer. Damn it. I thought that was another one. There we are. I really should move this infinite water source. It's not going to happen. It's been like an hour of doing this. If I move it now, I'm accepting defeat. Right. Here's a question. For all of you who have heard my music. Any song that doesn't currently have a music video, which would be your favourite to see have one? I worded that incredibly poorly. Of my songs that don't have music videos, which would you prefer the most to have a music video to it? There we go. I spoke English then. Don't make you wake up? Wake up, Lau. You have to wake up. Get up. Out of bed. This moment. This exact instant. I'm better than this? I don't know what I do for that one, but that would be an interesting one. The trouble is, every time I imagine a music video, I imagine it with like a 4K camera and like I have a crew that can help me to shoot it, but I have to do everything on my own. So some ideas that I come up with and I'm like, that's the obvious route to take it. I'm like, oh yeah, I have no budget. Living without you? Oh, that could be a good one. That could be a good one, Heather. I think that's a really underrated song of mine. I don't think a lot of people hear from it. Because I think the When You Coming Home EP is probably the most like slept on release I've had. I'm pretty sure I've released that and then released a single like 2 months later or something, or like a month later. And I don't think I promoted a single song from that. You told your coworker again about my music? Oh, thank you, Lau. Until I Met You? I tried, actually, Carrie. I tried to make a music video for Until I Met You. Because I had an idea, and then I realised that I was basically accidentally remaking Pumpkin. But, because I was like, I just bought these lights. I used them for that music video, but I'm going to use them again. And then I basically just ended up with the exact same thing. Like, conceptually. I didn't get really far into the process. I don't have, like, a draft I could show you or anything. But that was actually how I ended up taking the picture for the cover of the EP. The reason why I have the light set up and everything is because I took that as a camera test. Basically just to see what the shot would look like. Because that was how I was thinking the music video would be, that I'd be like shirtless in a purple-ish room, so it kind of represented a club, which is where the song's based in, and fits the soundscape of the song. And there would basically just be a couple of like airy shots, maybe if I could get a smoke machine or something to make it really like foggy and misty. That was the general idea, and then I thought, it's a bit awkward me just standing here and like singing to the, or like mime singing to the camera, and just using the lights and having that be like the interesting bit to look at is just too similar to Pumpkin, especially to be the music video that came out directly after it. But I can definitely try to come up with something else, or maybe retry the idea in a way that's slightly different. But yeah, that's a good one, Carrie. You just got 27 gold for one bit of mud. Stonks, Olivian. Stonks. Pure stonks. I see you are a man of business too. Right, I think this is the last bit. Oh, no, it's not. Another... Oh, damn it, there are another 3 pieces that need to have water in. Okay, so we have I'm Better Than This, Living Without You, and Until I Met You. All 3 of those are pretty good. I'll have to have a look over the lyrics. Because it's not even just, like, the lyrics that determine what the music video is. Like, Pumpkin is very obviously following the lyrics. It's the story of, like, it's the presentation, anyway, of, like, a love story. The small moments that you appreciate and that you remember about somebody. I'm Sitting Here is literally basically just based on the title of the song, and Plays on My Mind was essentially the test music video, because I was thinking, if I try and put a music video together, this is probably what I tried to do. It's very small, it's very intimate, like how the song is, so it's kind of representative in that sense, I guess. But yeah, there is one more. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes I just imagine I think of the song and then I imagine a visual and then I'm like, that can be the music video. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll have to have a good look. I'll have to have a really good look. Right. I don't know, but I'm hoping this is all going to be covered now. Don't need these anymore either, do I? Oh, is that just out of the range? Hold on, that can move over by 1. That must be in range now, surely. I think the hose is about to break as well. Right, there we are. Hose broken. A lot of that's grown, actually. I might just wait until it's all grown properly before I plant the rest of the seeds. Just because we can farm all that and then immediately use all of the resources. I suppose if I just make... There we are. That should be another 3 emeralds from the Fletcher, which will immediately get a hoe, and we'll have a couple left over as well. Thank you. And Toolsmith, wherever the hell you've gone, there you are. Diamond Ho, thank you very much, sir. They moved your meeting? You just want this fun work meeting to be done? When did they move it to, Heather? Is it much later than it was supposed to be? Got this random food in the inventory. And all this dirt is just from like mining holes for the water to go in. Which is quite crazy, which is quite crazy when you think about it. I don't know why my shield was off. Maybe I forgot to put it back on or something after I died. They're supposed to be there. Don't need cobblestone. Don't need wool. 30 minutes. At least it's not too far. You're still in bed? I don't blame you, Lau. I really don't. Oh god, it's so satisfying breaking a load of wheat when it's fully grown. Any crop really, but wheat especially for some reason. It's so nice. You got 1 in 20, Carrie? Everyone's got meetings today. I'm glad I started the stream when I did, otherwise I would have joined and it's just like, oh, everyone's forgotten about me. Like, absolutely no one was here. That would have been very awkward. I'm just like, hey guys, I'm streaming for the first time in 2 weeks. Oh. Alright, I think that whole area is covered. It looks like it might be. No one came at first? No, people came immediately, Lau. I'm just saying if I'd started later, when everyone was in meetings, because it seems like everyone has meetings at some point today. It might have just been that no one was here. Oh, that's why the shield's not on, so I can do this. Let's go. I couldn't have died recently. I've got 36 levels. You hate meetings? I despise them, Heather, honestly. I only had 2 when I was working in as the assistant manager. I got so anxious before both of them. Because it's not just like, yeah, okay, this is what we're doing, this is the strategy going forward. It's like a performance evaluation. So obviously me, with my anxiety, I was expecting to go in there and the area manager would be like, you're shit, everything you've ever touched is shit, all the work that you do is shit, we're going to fire you, we're going to take all the money that we've paid you because you don't deserve a penny of it, get out, you'll never work again. Like, that's how I imagined it would go. Which obviously that's not how it would go, but that's how I imagined it would, so. You're a bit sad because you can't join this time, Nana, but you'll watch it later? That's okay, don't worry. I'm glad you could pop in. I've noticed you've been rewatching a lot of the older streams recently, so you have a lot to catch up on. I think there's something like 50 or 60 there. Some of the really old ones, and then since I started streaming again, what was it, a few months ago? Like October or something? You have to wait for the other wonderful co-worker. I didn't know you could... What? I didn't know you could... Okay, I have to be careful with that. I had no idea that you can till a path block. You have to wait for your wonderful co-workers to come sit so you can go up. Anxiety, let's talk anxiety, it's on high alert. Yeah, I know. I can imagine. I can imagine, Heather. Right, I think this area is sorted. Let's go and grab... Ah, yeah, see these seeds? We had like 50 or something. That's a stack and a half just for doing that small farm over there. So once all of this is grown, that's probably going to be a good 4 stacks of seeds. Like extra seeds that we can use. People get anxious when they see you in a meeting. You're not that bad. I can imagine you being quite intimidating, Carrie, to be honest. I can imagine you sitting there, and because there's always that person who looks intimidating and feels intimidating, and they're like, "It's okay. The fact that I'm here is fine. You know, pay no attention to me." And then it's like, you're doubting it. Like, why are they saying that? There's something wrong, isn't there? I feel like having any meeting with HR is probably incredibly anxiety-inducing, but luckily I haven't had that because I'm a good boy who doesn't do anything that warrants a meeting from HR. You are not who anyone wants to see in a meeting. Wow, harsh from Heather, but true. Yeah, Carrie, you are very sweet. You made an incredibly generous donation that let 10 different people have like full top tier channel memberships to this channel, which is an incredibly thoughtful thing to do. So I know you're a nice person, but at the same time, please get out of my meeting. You do more than fire people. True, true. Ah, I nearly burnt myself. Nearly burnt myself. That's Carrie getting revenge. That's the extra stuff that Carrie does. Not just firing people, also burning them to a crisp. Right. This is looking good. It's all that lovely, like, hydrated brown, except for these bits where it hasn't changed quite yet. Oh, really? Really? You're just out of range? Okay, you know what? I think that has to... Does it have to stay where it is? Yeah, that has to stay where it is because of that bit. This bit, I think, can afford to move over 1. So I'm doing that. I'm moving it over by 1. That covers 4 in that direction. This covers 4 in that direction. That should do it. Striking fear can be fun. How sadistic. I don't blame you. I'd probably do the same, but how sadistic. Yeah, once we've tilled all this and planted all the seeds and everything, the next job is going to be to actually get all these lights in. That'll be fun. Your Wi-Fi's glitching? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lau. If you disappear from chat for a little bit, then we'll know why. You just got the automated phone call that your child did not go to school. Ah. Ah. That's... Is he skiving? Is that a word used in other parts of the world, by the way? Skiving? In the UK, at the very least, that's what we say when we're talking about, like, ditching class. You're skiving a lesson. You hate your hair at the moment, Lau? Why do you hate it? You grew it yourself. Why would you grow something you hate? Why? I keep running and jumping on this land. I'm completely forgetting you can't do that. I'm just doing it on autopilot. Like an idiot. Bomp. He's been sick, but he thought he was feeling better. Oh, I see. So he's probably just stayed at home and not told you? Or that it hasn't been reported or something. No, you need to move. No, that should be covered by that one. I was going to say, I don't think we need to move it again. I think it's fine. You never heard it? The word skiving? Well, that's what we say over here. For some reason. You hate your hair because it's goofy now? Your hair's goofy? Ahoy! My hair is goofy. I can't do it. Okay, this man just literally appeared out of thin air. Oh yeah, I've noticed this. They've updated the game now where wandering traders can sell things like pickaxes, which is pretty cool. Mangrove log. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get both of those. Just because that's a new type of wood. And then I can't kill him, can I? Because... No, I don't think I can. The iron golems would get angry at me for that. I think they see him as a villager. But yeah, I think mangrove planks are like a purplish, which is quite nice, so... I don't know why I'm bothering to actually till some of the land. I might as well just do the running back and forth for the water now and then till it all afterwards. Otherwise I'm just going to till it and then it's going to go back to dirt and then I'm going to have to till it again. Being very ineffective today. I swear to God, if that wandering trader decides it's going to start jumping up and down on the land and completely destroy it. If you do that, I swear I'm going to eat everything you've ever loved. 'Twill be consumed. Okay, now I said the thing about tilling, but I have to do it here just to make sure that this whole area is covered. Because I think a lot of this is alright. I think this is the part where it needs another one. You have baggy jeans? Then put a belt on. Baggy trousers? I think that's something people outside the UK wouldn't get either. I think it's who is it actually? Is it the Specials who did that? No, I don't think it is the Specials. There was a ska band anyway that they opened up a music video and they have a whole song about baggy trousers. It's very funny. Right, I think another piece of water needs to go here. Piece of water, yeah, like you can get a shard of water. Doesn't everybody love having a shard of water? That's the best thing in the world. The legs are baggy. You have baggy legs, Lau? That's interesting. Imagine having baggy legs. I don't know why I haven't made a second bucket. I very easily could have done a second. I'd probably be done by now if I had a second bucket, because half of this whole process is just going back and forth for water, but I don't know if we have iron. Maybe that's why. Right, I think another one needs to go there as well. And then it thins out to go around that corner, so. You have short, stubby legs. Fair enough, Heather. Fair enough. If you say so. I just felt like doing that to the music. Right, I think that's this corner sorted. Alright, so this stretches 4 that way, and then this one doesn't. So I think if I move that... 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is that? Oh, that's connected by that one anyway. Great. Okay, fine. So that's definitely okay. Yesterday you listened to my old videos, the old audios. I don't go back and like check how the audio quality's developed or anything like that, but I can imagine it's developed quite a bit because I started out just whispering, and it's evolved from that, getting like sort of louder and clearer over time to then the soft spoken voice. So I can imagine if we went back to the first handful of videos, it's a stark difference to how it is now. And I'd hope it would be, because that shows development, but yeah, I can imagine they're quite different. It must be a shock to anyone who's like only just started, recently started listening to the channel, to suddenly like go back and hear what I used to record like. When I was young, oh, like the old videos on the other channel, on my main channel. I keep calling it my main channel. This is my main channel now. This is the one where I post the most often and I actually make money from it. I've always thought of the other channel, the one that I started ages ago, just called James Butler. I always think of that as the main channel because that's how I used to think of it. So you've been stalking me over there. I see how it is, Lau. I see. I've been meaning to upload more over there as well, and I just haven't yet. It's a shame because I'd love to, but seeing as it's mainly like gaming, and I'm trying to push on with making more music and everything, and there's a lot of editing involved with those videos, it's with quite little like result. They don't get many views, they don't get that much engagement. It's a bit hard to motivate myself to do it, if that makes sense. Like I can sit down and do like the music video I did today that took maybe 3 hours, because I know that that's going to be there, and then like I was thinking earlier today at some point, something that might be fun. When I finished the album, I'll look into it. I don't know if it's possible, but once I finish the album and I've done all the music videos relating to the album, I'd like to collect them all and have like a physical DVD release with all the music videos on. I think that would be really, really cool if I could do that. And if I can, then doing a music video is contributing towards that. Even if it doesn't get many views now, it's like it's a future piece of merch as well that I'm working towards. And, you know, some things for both YouTube and for music and blah, 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 blah. So for something like the main channel where it's like, it's a gaming video that maybe 5 people would like really, really enjoy and would like be sad if it wasn't there, compared to maybe in that same time frame of like 2 hours making 10 audios that a few thousand people are going to listen to and are going to get comfort from. It's quite easy to decide what to do. I'm still jumping around with the idea of a movie reaction channel as well. I'd love to do one. I might after the move is sorted as well, because I should hopefully be able to get more of a what's it called? Like a work-life balance, I suppose. I don't think I've mentioned this before, but I'm going to have, well, I do have already, a, seeing as the move has happened, a separate office. So instead of everything being in, like, this bedroom, I'll actually have a divide, which would be nice, and that can, I maybe be able to schedule things out properly and say, twice a week I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch a movie, and film this video while I do it. I don't know, we'll see. One of your co-workers wants to take your post? Well, they completely take over the section you do. That's a bit mean. They're trying to kick you out or something. Maybe you're doing too good of a job, you're intimidating them. That's probably what it is. This wheat is doing really well, but I'm surprised not all of it's finished growing yet. You gotta go, Amis? Okay, no problem. Looking forward to what comes next. Hopefully quite a lot. Over the next few days, if I'm here, I'll hopefully be doing quite a bit. I might, like I said, I might be here tomorrow, so I might stream then. Maybe Thursday, I don't know. Just have to keep tabs, but if you join the Discord, Amise, if you haven't already, that's a good way to get updates because I can just send a message. But I hope you get better soon. And yeah, like Harry says, take care of yourself. And I don't know if you're still in hospital, but if you are, then I hope you're not going to be there for too much longer and you're not too bored. Yeah. But I hope you enjoyed this joining this first stream. And it's not very much down to the formula, but you know, we're doing the best. Doing the best we can. Right, what's this? There, maybe? That should cover that whole section, actually. Okay, just won't get that bit. I'm gonna see if I can move it over one. See you in the audio's comments? Absolutely. I did see earlier today you... Was it the new audios or something you commented on? I found that quite funny because you did say you don't understand like the bully stuff, and then 20 minutes later it's like, okay, I get the bully stuff. I get it. You think you're gonna get kicked out now? They want their friends closer. I don't think that they won't. If you're not doing anything wrong, if you're doing the job properly, and from what you've said anyway, you are doing the job efficiently, the management won't see any reason to move you. And anyway, they'd look at it as, okay, why do you want to move? Okay, because you want your friends closer. Well, that means you'll be less productive because you'll be talking and playing around with your friends instead of actually getting on with work. So it's probably just going to reflect badly on them. I don't see it actually happening. I think you'll be alright now, don't worry. Wow, it's already 3 PM. I didn't even realise. Time's gone so quickly. I might actually end the stream soon. I think I'll finish this side. I'll plant all of the seeds that we have. Just so that's sorted out. It was a relaxing stream. I'm glad it was, Amise. I'm glad. Yeah. We'll plant the seeds, so that's sorted. But I think I'll end the stream because I do want to get on with more audios, like I mentioned. Because I'm not 100% if I will be here tomorrow, and if I'm not, then I'll be a little bit buggered if I haven't done any more audios. I won't have anything to come out tomorrow night then, so. I mean, I have until about 6 or half 6 or something, so I've got another 3 hours. But, I don't know. I might finish this stream and then chill for like half an hour or something, and you never know, something's going to come up. Better be safe than sorry. Alright, can you please get off my land? Please? Like, it'd be, I can't kill you, but it would be amazing if you could before I do. Anyway. He's gone closer. I think he's thinking about it. You'll explain after what's happened? Okay, no problem now. We're so nearly here. I mean, we've been streaming for an hour and a half. So it's taken an hour and a half to plant what's gone over there. And just to till this bit of land. We haven't planted everything. We haven't got the lights up. We haven't even put the trapdoors over the water or anything. There's so much work for this field. But it covers so much ground and it's going to look so good. It's just worth it to do it. We might actually finish this before nightfall, which would be good. And then I'll probably go sleep and grab the rest of the seeds. I think this will be covered from it. I hope it will be. Actually, this can move. That can move there. That's just a little bit close because this is covered. Actually, no. I'm gonna move it. I'm gonna move it again. This bit might not be quite covered. Tell you what, I'll add a third one in. And I'll put this here, just to make sure that this area is alright. That's probably the safest thing. You're gonna go get ready to leave for the meeting? Okay, Heather. Good luck. I'll probably be ending the stream soon anyway. Like I said, I think I'll just sort out the... plant all the seeds that we have. And then I'll call it a day. So you won't miss much. Oh, actually, is that... That's gone back to dirt again, hasn't it? Yeah. Okay, what I'm going to do is move you. I think that will reach now. Because this bit on the edge should cover that bit. You've really missed the streams? I really miss doing them as well now. Like I said, it's just really nice to be able to interact with everybody in the community. Well, not everybody, but because not everybody can be here. But to interact with as many people as possible anyway, it's really nice. Right, I've tilled all that. I know it's not all covered yet, but I'm just going to grab the water on the way back and go to bed. And I'll finish that off. I've got hiccups now. I'll start planting the other seeds from that side because it's a flat area, so it should be a little bit easier to see when they're all finished. But also to keep that divide so the others can finish growing and then we can we can harvest. I keep saying mine. We can harvest all of those with no problem. That's probably the best way to do it. It's taken an hour and a half though for all those to grow and not even all of those seeds are fully grown up. So it's going to take a while. Right. Oh, this is going to look amazing, though. I mean, you can just tell the amount of land that's tilled. It's going to look so good. So good. Oh, actually, hold on. I don't think... Yeah, that bit I mined before. I didn't plant a seed on it for some reason. Right. So this is one half of the field. Probably more than a half. I think this... Yeah, this is the big side compared to that. So we've done way more than half. The sun is here and hot outside. I'm glad it's warm for you. It was really warm. It was very lucky over the move. It was nice and sunny and very warm. And only over the last few days it's gotten quite sort of grey and dreary outside. So it was timed quite nicely. But yeah, it's just left. So it's probably left us to go to you. So can we have our sun back, please, Lau? We only had a week of it. I know that's quite typical for the UK. We get like a week every 10 years, but can we have more? I'd appreciate that. Sending the sun? Thank you, Lau. Thank you. Don't put it too close or I'll be set on fire. It's been raining on and off for the last couple of weeks. It's been, to be fair, touch wood, it's that echoed so much. It's been really grey and cloudy, and it's gotten quite cold, but it hasn't rained a lot. It's had a little drizzle, like typical April showers type, but it's not been that bad as of yet. So hopefully it will keep that up. Hopefully. I doubt it will, but we'll see. It's so slow planting all these seeds. But at least I'm not doing this by hand in real life, because that would be absolutely dreadful. To be fair, this has done a lot more than I expected it would. It was like 7 stacks of seeds or something, and I figured it wouldn't do that much. But it's done quite a nice chunk. And last stack. Perfect. I'll say perfect. It'd be perfect if... Really? It'd be perfect if it was all finished. Which it isn't, but you know. I should do music with that sound. Well, sample it. It's quite a nice sound, but I don't know what I'd do with it. So yeah, it's basically all going to look like that when it's done. But you can see how much there is left to fill. That's probably only done about maybe a quarter, actually, of the land that actually needs to be filled. So it's a little bit annoying that we're going to have to harvest that. We just don't have enough seeds to last without actually farming. Yeah, it's going to look really good. So that, in the next stream, that's probably going to be the job, trying to fill all that out. You're about to say it sounded like a beat? It did, to be fair. Yeah, so I think next stream is filling all of that out and probably trying to get some of these lamps up in place. I'm not putting all the fences down above the water at the moment because I need the trapdoors first, which means I need a lot of oak wood, which we do not have. So, a lot of jobs, but we'll do it. Stick these away. In the dirt. And I put my shield back on. And what am I missing from there? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today because this is an impromptu stream. I'm glad I've been able to come back and do a bit of streaming, but like I've said about probably 50 times at this point, I don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow or Thursday or anything, so I just wanted to stream at least a little bit. So I will... I don't know. I'm probably going to get on with more audios and university work at the moment. I've got basically another 3 hours until I leave. So I've got a while. But yeah, keep tabs on the Discord. The Discord's probably the best way to keep up with the projects, because if I do come in here to do a lot of work over the next few days, I'll probably end up doing things, small projects, starting audiobooks and things like that. You might get more updates on the music. So if you're not on the Discord, you should get on the Discord. It's a great place. But yeah, I will see you whenever the next stream is. I'll probably announce it on the Discord. Hopefully it won't be like today where it's basically just like, hey, by the way, I'm streaming in a minute, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you for coming, and bye-bye.